I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Quandamooka people of the Mindjarrabaa Nation, and their elders past and present. I acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to the life of this city and this region. Brisbane City, my home. The Bayside, the Redlands, the Gold Coast, and Mount Gravatt, all places I frequent. While searching for Indigenous culture in my usual environments, I was left a little perplexed. Turning to all my local hangouts, I thought that there would surely be something, anything. Tucked away, I found a local Yulu bar, which is an Indigenous health centre, at breakfast one morning, but otherwise there were no cosmetic traces of the original custodians of this land. Why is this? And how does this happen when the country was once so full of these Indigenous cultures? For 24 years, I have lived in Redland City, a small city in close proximity to the Bay Islands. However, for over 21,000 years, the Quandamooka people have existed amongst the land in which I reside. And yet, there is almost a non-existent native presence. I can feel the spirit of the Dreamtime when I sit and look out to Stradbroke Island, but explicitly, there is nothing. The innate marks of Indigenous culture are abundant. The red sun burning over the land, and the trees scarred through carving. But how would anyone know that these are of high significance without having the pre-existing knowledge of Aboriginal culture? I believe that this is in part a consequence of the white invasion. The wipeout of culture and separation of families took a huge toll on both the native people and their countries. Everything has been whited out, both literally and figuratively. We became the dominant race and are still completely taking advantage of our white privilege. What are we doing about this? How are we repairing and connecting the natives back with their land? I decided to look into what my local council was doing for the Quandamooka people in my environment. In July of 2011, I saw that the Quandamooka people received 2 native title determinations recognising title rights and interests through the federal courts, with the consent covering most of the islands in Moreton Bay. During the same month, the Redland City Council also signed a historic Indigenous land use agreement. So where is the physical evidence of this on the land? I can walk for hours and see nothing openly connected to Indigenous culture. Without my schooling, I would have no idea about the original custodians of this land. My high school, Carmel College in Thornlands, was very respectful of the original custodians and always made acknowledgements. The school even had the Quandamooka elders visit school assemblies on occasion. This was important for Native cultural awareness, and I feel as though this gave me a form of connection to a culture that I'm so far from naturally. The Quandamooka people are certainly marginalised in my local community. However, it is listed in the 2030 plan that the rich heritage of the traditional owners will be well spread and understood to improve the future of Quandamooka country. I sincerely hope that this goal is met, so once again the traditional custodians of the land can be fully recognised and appreciated for all that they were and are. White and black together as one.